Imagine a world where darkness reigns. No lights, no power, just shadows and the quiet hum of a desperate night. Now, imagine a young Filipino innovator, armed with nothing but an idea, trying to change that. She faced ridicule from a powerful Japanese tech giant, who laughed at her simple invention. But what if that laughter turned to shock? What if her small, dismissed device became the very thing that brought light, life, and hope to an entire forgotten village? This is the unbelievable true story of how one young Pinoy proved the mighty wrong, and literally lit up the Philippines. Stay with us, because this story of genius and defiance will inspire you. Our story begins not in the sun-drenched fields of the Philippines, but in the gleaming skyscrapers of Tokyo, Japan. Here, Mr. Kenji Tanaka, the powerful CEO of Solaritech, a global leader in solar energy, commanded respect and fear. His company built massive solar farms across continents, believing that only their advanced, expensive technology could solve the world's energy problems. He believed in scale, not in small, humble innovations. Thousands of miles away, in a small, rural village in the Philippines, lived Maria. Maria was not a scientist with fancy degrees or unlimited funding. She was a determined young woman, whose only laboratory was her cramped bedroom. She saw her village plunged into darkness every night, struggling with unreliable power. She dreamt of bringing sustainable light, not just to her family, but to every home that needed it. Maria's vision was simple yet profound. A solar device so efficient, so affordable, and so easy to build that anyone could use it. She spent countless nights studying, experimenting with wires, circuits, and solar panels. Her neighbors often saw small flashes of light coming from her window, wondering what this quiet girl was up to. They called it her passion project. An opportunity arose, an international innovation convention in Manila, attracting investors and tech giants from around the world. Maria, with her small, hand-built prototype, decided to take a chance. She pulled her meager savings, prepared her presentation, and hoped for a miracle. This was her moment to show her invention to the world, or at least, to someone who could help. Among the distinguished guests was Mr. Kenji Tanaka himself. He moved through the convention hall with an air of superiority, dismissing most new technologies as either too inefficient or too underdeveloped. He was looking for the next big, expensive solution, not a simple, low-cost answer. He believed true innovation could only come from established, well-funded research labs. Maria, with trembling hands, presented her invention, a small, portable solar power unit. She explained its efficiency, its low cost, and how it could be assembled using readily available materials. Her eyes shone with hope and conviction. This was her heart and soul poured into a device meant to bring light to those in need. Mr. Tanaka listened, but his expression grew cold. He picked up Maria's device, examining it with disdain. He shook his head slowly, a dismissive smile playing on his lips. His assistants, seeing their boss's reaction, exchanged knowing glances. This invention, he thought, was a child's toy, not a solution for the world's energy problems. Young lady, Mr. Tanaka declared, his voice laced with condescension, your invention is quaint, but it is not a solution. We are building multi-million-dollar solar farms. You are playing with trinkets. The world needs real power, not these small, insignificant devices. He chuckled, and his entourage joined in, their laughter echoing in the convention hall. Maria felt a sting of humiliation, but it quickly turned to a burning resolve. Their laughter fueled her determination. She knew her device was not a toy. She knew its potential. She wouldn't let their arrogance extinguish the light of her dream. She silently vowed to herself that she would prove them wrong, not with words, but with results. Undeterred, Maria returned to her village, her resolve strengthened. She knew her invention wasn't meant for a boardroom, it was meant for her people. She refined her prototype, tirelessly testing it, improving its efficiency, and making it even more robust. Her motivation wasn't profit or fame, it was the faces of her neighbors shrouded in darkness. Life in the village was a constant struggle, without reliable electricity. Children couldn't study after dusk, food spoiled easily. Medical supplies couldn't be kept cold. The lack of power was a daily barrier to progress and a constant reminder of their isolation from the modern world. It was a problem Maria was determined to solve. One evening, Maria connected her latest prototype to a simple light bulb in her home. With a flick of a switch, the bulb glowed. It wasn't the powerful light of a city, but it was steady, clean, and powered purely by the sun. The neighbors, drawn by the unusual light, gathered at her window, their faces illuminated by the soft, warm glow. Maria didn't keep her invention to herself. She began teaching her neighbors how to build and maintain the devices. Using local, recycled, and affordable materials, they started assembling their own. The community, empowered by her knowledge, worked together. This wasn't just about technology, it was about collective action and buy-in. One by one, house by house, the village began to light up. What started as Maria's dream became a community effort. The darkness that had plagued them for so long began to recede, replaced by the warm, consistent glow of sustainable solar power. The air buzzed with excitement and the sounds of children playing longer after sunset. The impact was immediate and profound. Children could now study at night, improving their education. Small businesses could extend their operating hours, boosting local economy. Families could gather for longer, strengthening community bonds. The once dark village was now a beacon of hope thanks to Maria's quaint invention. News travels fast, even to the highest echelons of global tech. A junior analyst at Solaritech stumbled upon a small news report about a remote Filipino village that had achieved energy independence using a locally made, affordable solar solution. The analyst, recognizing the name, hesitantly brought it to Mr. Tanaka's attention. Mr. Tanaka initially scoffed. A village powered by those trinkets. Impossible, it must be exaggerated. Real power comes from our multi-million-dollar investments, not from some amateur project in a remote village. He dismissed it as a temporary anomaly, unwilling to believe that his judgment had been so wrong. However, the story quickly gained international traction. Energy experts, even those from rival Chinese tech companies who were also interested in affordable solar solutions, began to praise Maria's invention. They noted its simplicity, cost-effectiveness, and real-world impact. The news wasn't just reaching Tokyo, it was shocking industry leaders worldwide. The pressure mounted. Solaritech's investors began asking questions. Finally, a humbled Mr. Tanaka, accompanied by a small team, made an unannounced trip to the Philippines. He traveled to Maria's once dark village, no longer with an entourage of mocking assistants, but with a quiet sense of apprehension. As he walked through the village, seeing the homes bathed in the warm, steady light of Maria's devices, Mr. Tanaka's arrogance slowly melted away. He saw children studying, families laughing, and a community thriving. This wasn't a quaint trinket, this was real, impactful power, delivered where it was needed most. He found Maria, no longer the nervous young woman at the convention, but a confident leader in her community. With genuine humility, Mr. Tanaka extended his hand. "Maria," he said, his voice soft, "I was wrong. Terribly wrong. Your innovation ... is not a toy, it's a miracle. Your spirit, your Diskarte, is truly inspiring." From that moment of apology, a new partnership was born. Mr. Tanaka, deeply impressed, offered Maria not just funding, but global distribution for her invention. He understood that true innovation isn't always found in expensive labs, but often in the hearts and minds of those who genuinely seek to solve a problem. Maria's story quickly became a legend, not just in the Philippines, but across the world. Her small solar invention, once mocked by a tech giant, went on to power countless remote villages, bringing light, education, and opportunity to millions. It became a powerful symbol of Filipino ingenuity and resilience. This story is a powerful reminder that genius can come from anywhere. It's a testament to the galing ng Pinoy, the excellence of the Filipino spirit, and why you should never, ever underestimate someone's potential, especially when their heart is driven by a desire to help their community. From a humble village, a light was born that shocked the world.